What's up, everybody? Hustlers Horizon Podcast, episode 15.
Let's go.
Man, and today's exciting. We actually have XL Construction Group in the building today.
What's up, guys?
You guys have probably watched the episodes before. You see we're always rocking it. Obviously, this is where we work. This is what we do. And today we brought in two of our guys that are killing it. We have the Rivero Brothers.
Rivero Brothers. I wanted them to be together, too.
Yeah, it's awesome. So we have Eric. He's the consultant manager. He's been killing it. He's been in the business for a long time. We got his little brother, Ricky. Pretty Ricky. Yes, sir. So how y'all doing today, fellas?
Oh, pretty good, man. Just honored to be here. It's a little bit different for me. I'm not used to all these cameras shining at me. What about you, Ricky?
I think it'll be fine.
No, and then we're going to introduce ourselves. So you're our marketing manager?
So I am the marketing manager. That is why I love to do this and love to just be creative and have fun. So it's been awesome. I mean, working with this team, last Friday celebrated a year. This thing has flown by for me.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man. I've only felt like I've been there for 3 months, dude. It's just so much fun. You learn something new every day, and it's not the same every day. That's the fun part about it. You stay busy. It makes the day go by. So I'm excited. And then you, the divisional manager, the boss man. The boss man.
No, it's awesome, man. That's kind of why I wanted to do this, because we have a great group of guys, you know, a good team that we have. We're solid.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for that storm to go off.
Man, and let me talk to you guys, too. I mean, with you as well. Because doing the marketing, more behind the scenes, kind of trying to push you guys out. And I feel like it's been rocking and rolling on all sides, man. You guys are out there killing it. How has it been, though? I know there's been storms that have hit. It happened the same way last year. Right when I started, the storm season was here.
Yeah.
And the hailstorms hit everywhere but Amarillo, which is like, thank you, but no thank you.
No,
but
we want it.
How has that been? I know you guys have been traveling a lot, doing inspections. I mean, it's like, where are the guys at today? So talk to me. How has it been? I mean, all of y'all, like, traveling day in and day out, just going and the thing with you two is I can get on GroupMe or Facebook, and you're on fire. Like, you guys will be on roofs, and it's like 8:30. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Families are having dinner, and Eric and Ricky are on their roof.
Knocking on their doors. Hey, that's what it takes, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, you just gotta have that motivation to be there, just helping people out. Sometimes it's hard. You're just like, man, like, I don't want to be here, but you just gotta get on that grind.
Yeah, for sure. And you should. That's a good example. You're a great example of that. I mean, just grinding it out. You guys are always just going, man. I would always give him a hard time. I'm like, dude, let's go hang out. And even when we hang out, he's on his phone, dude. I'm like, bro, enjoy your time here. He goes, man, I gotta work, bro. I gotta grind. I'm like, I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah. Bills don't wait, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
How's it for you, Ricky?
Pretty good. Been staying pretty busy.
How long have you been working for us?
Actually, about like
a year.
Derek? Yeah, exactly. Derek, when the beginning of the summer. That's when I got hired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of let's talk about y'all's background, like, because obviously you used to install roofs. You did that too, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What all did y'all used to do?
Man, we're just subcontractors. We used to work for this previous local company here in town. I mean, we just did sub work. We got that opportunity to work here with XL Construction. I seen that you guys were hiring as sales. Man, I was ready to take on the
You're tired
task.
of working in the sun?
Yeah. Well, I still work in the sun, but it's not as...
It's different.
Yeah, not as hard. Not as much manual labor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but sometimes you got to work your head a little bit more.
Yeah. Sure.
So getting into that business, you know, you've been around it for a long time, both. I know talking to you guys, being around it, and now you in a different position. You're on the other side of it, and you just said that. I mean, you got to grind it out. It's not a guarantee. I know sales is scary. I know for me it would be. Yeah. It is. It's still just even thinking about it. I'm like, dang. I know I could do it, but it's like, you know, I like to have that little safe zone, that the security. But I watch you guys day in and day out, just grinding it out. And I mean, it's nonstop, man. Like, there's never a time that I've either when you're in the office, you're doing stuff, paperwork, boom, boom. And if you're not, it's like, well, I know they're not at home. I know they're out grinding. Yeah. So getting into something like this, how has that been, being on the other side of it, to know, if I just keep grinding and grinding, you have control of how much money you make, right? It's not just coming to, hey, here's how much you're going to make. or when, you know, you need you to do this, need you to do that. It's you just grind it out to be on the other side of that, but to come from the other side of grinding that out and working those long days, working in the sun. How has that been? How has that change or transition been for you?
So, man, to tell you the truth, when you start here, like, you're like, whatever, like, I could go in whatever time. I could go at 10 if I like or whatever. But you have to look back and see, hey, I used to work this job. I was there from 6 to sundown. I treat it as that, just a full-time job.
Yeah.
Just work your butt off and make things happen, you know?
Yeah. And with Ricky, still killing it. And I give you props because you go to school as well.
Yeah. I still go
So
to WT.
Let's talk
it's
about
crazy.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's talk
like
about
so.
that.
What, you know, let's talk about what are you going to school for, and how has that been balancing that out, school and work? Man,
Yeah, it's pretty
got to be
tough,
crazy,
yeah.
man. Let's talk about it a little bit. How has that been for you?
All right. Well, I mean, I go to WT here in Canyon. Actually, at the beginning, I didn't even want to go to college, but my mom, she made me.
Push his
Shout out to
microphone
my
down.
mom. Oh.
He
Shout out
said,
to my
"Shout
mom
out,
for-
shout out to your mom, making you go to school."
But yeah, I mean, I really didn't expect this job so early. Maybe in the future, but I didn't have nothing planned. I knew I like roofing and everything, but I didn't until Eric told me they were hiring, and he asked Pedro, because I'm a bit younger. He asked him if it was okay if I hopped on the team a little bit younger. And when he told me, yeah, I mean, I didn't even know what to expect at the time. I was kind of like, man, like, am I ready for this or am I not ready? Like,
But it's cool. It's cool to do that with your big brother though, because I'd imagine that he kind of keeps you on the roll, man. Keeps you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They're always together.
Always, man. Or even if they're not together, they're still together. Because I've been with Eric before, and he's like, his phone rings. He's like, it's Ricky.
I tell him, like, how much
calls me
you
like
bet it's
20
Ricky?
times a day.
How do you answer the phone? You say something funny.
Me?
Yeah.
Que royal.
No. And then you say, mijo or something. No, what do you say?
Hijo.
Hijo. I was like, what the hell is he talking to? He's like, hola, hijo, or something like that.
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean, as
funny.
you know, we all like to have fun.
Yeah.
What was it? The Pampa storm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ricky decided to roll with Pedro that time. After we ate dinner, Pedro was over there opening the door for Ricky and everything. Cassie was all mad.
She was. Because I was like, come on, Ricky, let's go.
Yeah, but we all like to have fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's what I've being here at Excel. It was crazy because this opportunity for me came at the right time. I was I did banking for 6.5 years, man. That's what I was gonna do. That was gonna be my career. I loved it, but I was ready for something different. And then I take the jump to get into marketing, do videos and all that cool stuff. And it lands here. And then once I got here, it was like, okay, there's still a lot of things I have to learn, and I'm still learning. You never stop learning, right? But it's the first time that I've been somewhere that it's like, man, like I have fun. And
crazy,
it's crazy. Like I'm literally having fun. We're all hanging out, laughing. The days, the weeks go by. It's so crazy how fast the week goes by, and then we're all making money though.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like bills are getting paid, but man, it doesn't feel like I'm having to just grind it out and like wear myself out, man. It's awesome. So I would say it has been. We have a lot of fun, dude, and it's like you're working with your friends, man. They become family. I mean, we spend a lot more time with each other than we do with our families, right?
That was kind of like my mentality. Whenever I go into hiring people, I'm like, hey, is this person gonna click with like because we're kind of like family.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that? Like, we try to keep that family environment to where we talk to each other like we're close. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it whenever I go hire new people.
Yeah.
And that's how I want to keep it. And because right now, like, our chemistry is badass.
Yeah, it is.
We go out to eat together. We call each other. We hang out outside of work. It's not just a professional work thing.
Yeah.
It's a friendship, and that's what I like about it, really.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good to have that. That chemistry goes a long way, and that explains the success that this region has, and us here in Amarillo especially. Having the chemistry, having those guys that are just ready to go. Man, let's help each other. I mean, because I know whenever I've been knocking a few times with you guys, I kind of watch how it is when y'all go together, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Right? Because one might not be as motivated, and the other one's like, no, we're going to get on a roof today. Let's go. Because you did that in Lubbock, and that's how now we have a deal working, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we were going, man, and I was like, I'll go knocking with him, and it was getting later and later and later, and it's like 7:20, and he's like, And then I was like, in my mind, I was like, dude, just take me back to my car. But then we were going down. I said, stop right here. I said, we're going to get on a roof today. And sure enough, we knock on this lady's door and she's like, please get up there. And I mean, it's, but it's him. I mean, he was like, no, come on, man, let's keep going. It's like, nah, dude, I just want to go home, man.
Dude, it's crazy how that works because you could be knocking all day, right? And then no one answers. You don't get on roofs. You get denied all this. But that last door you knock at the end of the day could be the one that you get. Remember
the one
Ricky?
that counts,
Remember Ricky? One time we were knocking in Pampa, Ricky's like, man, we're done. Let's just go home. I was like, Ricky, I'm going to stop. Just knock this door. He got off, contract signed. The last door of the day. And that's what I told the salespeople. I was like, dude, it's a numbers game. Keep knocking. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged when people are being mean to you and rejecting you and things like that. So I feel like that's something that every salesperson should take into account for sure.
It's always that last door that'll get you that contract.
Didn't you get that one in Lubbock, Amy?
Yeah. Well, I got two actually, but Amy came along after. It was Chris Wilson. It was a great job. I'm like, man, I knocked all mornings. I started since 9 to like 6.
And nothing.
I was hot. It was hot. Just humid. I'm like, man, this is the last block I'm gonna knock, and I'm done. I knocked like one side of it, and nobody answered the door. I'm like, man. I was about to turn around, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna knock that one. Yeah. And the guy answered the door. He's yeah, go ahead, get on the roof. Contract signed. Bam.
Yep. That's what it's about.
Yeah, because I mean that one door, that one contract. I mean, even off that one contract, it's like the amount of money you're gonna make on that is it's worth it. Just staying out there all day.
Yeah, and even from that contract, I got 2 more from that one.
And let's talk about that though, because you get a contract, it leads to other ones. That goes back to referrals. But what does a referral mean? It means you made a good impression on that customer, right? So let's talk about that. What is your approach? How has your approach been, and like your mindset? Because when you go knock on these doors, especially in the industry we're in, people don't want to be sold anything. They don't want a salesman at their door.
They hate us.
I know. I don't need internet. I do need internet, but don't knock on my door. I'll just call you.
Don't say that. You're gonna give us karma.
Well, no, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Like that's the mindset I've always had, right? Yeah. Like I don't need it. I know I need it, but don't. You know. How has that been, though, the approach you take in an industry like this where there's a lot of pushback sometimes? What is the approach you have, I mean, coming into that?
So, for me, I always, like, by the time I talk to them, I knock on their door, I just become their friend. Like, I just want to be friendly with them. I want to help them. And I'm sure they get that impression because there is people that are pushy. Hey, let's get this done. Let's get this done. I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I'll let you think it through. And then you decide. Yeah, exactly. Even if you don't go with me, go with someone else. Just take care of that roof.
Yeah. What about you, Ricky?
What was the question?
He's out there sleeping.
So he's zoned out, man. So what is your approach? Let's get serious again. What is your approach when you go knock on a door? Right, people are scared of salesmen. They don't want to be sold anything. What has your approach been when you go knock on a door?
Like at first, when I really started this job, I thought about myself because I'm like, when somebody goes and knocks at my door, I never answer, and then I started thinking about that. I'm like, oh shoot, I like karma. But then, I mean, I'm glad that when I started working here, that it was that big Pampa storm. So I mean, mostly everybody opened the door. I mean, there are some rude people. Yeah, I mean, 5-6 roofers go knock their door. I mean, of course they're gonna be mad. I mean, if that's us, I mean, of course. Leave me alone.
But what do you say whenever you say they're gonna open the door for me? Why? Oh, you're like, look at this face.
Oh yeah, that's where I got my nickname.
What do you say? What do you say though?
Pretty Ricky.
That's why we call him Pretty Ricky. Because he's like, man, look at me. They're gonna enter the door.
He's like, you see this? Yeah. Now I know that just watching, the team, and even the few times that I've been out and seeing you guys in the field, it's like. The presence, the presentation, the approach to the customers is very easing. It's professional. It's not there's no pressure, right? Because I mean, literally, you guys just tell them what you're doing, and it's like even with me, the few times that I've gotten the chance to knock or even practice, it's like I just want to introduce myself. Here's what we do. We're offering free roof inspections. It takes 10 to 15 minutes. We can go up there, show if there's damage, if there's not. But, I just talk to them, like, keep it short and sweet, right? Mm-hmm. They don't want to hear this huge spill all the time, right? Mm-hmm. But it's just be nice, man.
Yeah.
Because they can feel it. They can feel are you really genuine about helping me, or are you just
Want
to
to
hear?
do the roofing?
Because at the end of the day, here's the bottom line. Here's the truth, right? And this is our job. This is the way we make money. Everybody works to make money, right? Ours just takes getting out there and knocking and the extra step, going the extra mile. It's a numbers game, going the extra mile. Some people understand that and some people don't. But it's like you have to really have some grace on the ones who don't understand and approach it as, I'm just offering this service, right?
Yeah.
So, and I've seen it with you guys. I mean, the customers are always satisfied, and nothing always, not, I wouldn't say always, there's nothing goes perfectly all the time.
Yeah.
But even the ones that have gone, whatever, if it goes good or bad, whatever goes bad, y'all go the extra mile and you make up
Try
for
to
it.
make
And
it
yeah,
right,
you make it right. And I've seen that here.
Let's
sure,
talk
man.
about that.
Oh, yeah.
Like
And,
what? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, like there is things that happen. I mean, where people,
Yeah.
not everything goes the right way, but most of the time we're out there trying to fix it. If something goes bad, hey, I'll be there. Let me make sure what's going on, and I'll try to fix it. See what extra steps we have to take to get that thing fixed.
Yeah.
And most of the times we get everything done. They're happy and they're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Like, sometimes things don't go the way you want it, especially when you're knocking doors, things like that. What are some of the craziest things that y'all have gotten at the door?
A barking dog at me.
That's normal.
No, but like a huge German Shepherd.
Wow.
Yeah.
A storm door separating us.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm out.
Just a storm door.
What about you, Ricky?
The other day in Sunray, when that hill hopping over there in Sunray, I was coming down the ladder, and then I just looked, like I wasn't even paying attention. I was going down, and then woo woo on the bottom of me, there's a freaking dog right behind me.
How is he barking?
Ricky's got that dog in him.
Yeah,
He's got
And
that
then I'm
straight
like, ooh,
dog in
I never
him.
climbed up so fast in my life.
He was gonna bite you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He tells a story like that. It's probably a Chihuahua, bro.
Chihuahua. No.
Hey, Chihuahuas are the worst. They bite
I don't
hard.
like Chihuahuas, dude. Honestly, I'm terrified of Chihuahuas. I don't need to be saying anything.
I hate whenever you're knocking the door and then like they just look at you and then slam the door in your face.
No, but you know, when a dog's barking at you and they stop barking is because a homeowner
Yeah,
is
It's right there. That helps a little, yeah.
I'm like, I know you're there. No,
I'm not leaving.
Or the
I'm not
door,
leaving.
or the dog's just looking up like this. I was like, lady, I know you're right there. Just enter the door and tell me no. But the dog's just looking at her like this.
So, are you gonna answer the door or me?
I was like, man, I know you're there.
Experience a lot of those crazy things, man. That's all, you do see a lot of different. And that's what I said earlier. The thing about it's fun. You see different things every day. It's not the same. It's something different. You just never know what to expect. But so I also want to talk to you guys, man. Working together as brothers, right? Older and younger. Like, how does that feel? I mean, I know obviously y'all are super close. We can tell, and it's a good thing because I know that I love my brothers. I'm super close with them as well. So how is it being in that same industry and having to grind it out? I know you said you got to keep them in check sometimes. Maybe vice
They
versa.
stay fighting. Remember?
Yes.
That's Eric. He always gets mad.
He always gets mad.
I gotta get you on check now.
So how has that been?
I mean, it's on my side, it's good. It's someone I can rely on. Like, hey, I mean, I can rely on anybody, but let's say, hey, can you go do this for me? Like, yeah, I got you. Or even if he has something for me, hey, I got you, man. Like,
Yeah.
favor for favor. Or I know who everybody who
Yeah.
here in Excel can do that for us, you know. But
Yeah.
I don't know, just the bond we have, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like 100% reliable, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like you said, you can trust everybody, you know, but when it's your brother and you know, I mean, y'all have that bond, of course, that's who you're going to go to, and you just kind of helping each other out. So how has it been, though, for you as the older brother? I mean, y'all been around the business, right? But when he started, right, like, did he approach you wanting to come on, or did you tell him, no, you should come work for us?
Well, I seen the opportunity at hand, and I'm like, hey, man, like, this is the opportunity. How do you feel about it? And at first, he was like, man, I don't know.
I was kind of scared.
How old are you, Ricky?
I really turned 21.
21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not.
You're
Yeah, I'm
young.
like, I'm
I
not.
started at 20.
Yeah.
20, yeah. I'm like, I don't want to force you. Like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like you can do this? Like, what's going on? Like, do you feel like you need more experience with my dad? Like, because my dad, hands down, like, he knows everything.
Yeah.
I remember when I was smaller, I'd call him for everything. Kind of like how Ricky does to me. That's how I was to my dad. He's like, hey, what do you do here? What do you do here? I know he would get mad at me too. Like, hey, like pay attention. you know. But it's fun. I mean, it's like I'm teaching him how to be me. You know. I know he wants to be like me.
That's every little brother, bro. Hey, you don't want to admit it, but you know you look up to him. You want to admit it. You don't want to admit it, but I'm sure you do. He's your big bro.
That's awesome, man. Just to have that bond. I know there was one time, I think we were all riding. Was it us three going to Pampa for something? I think we were all riding. And we were talking about it.
Some drone videos.
We were talking about it, and you guys like started fighting because we started talking about him calling you, and you're like, yeah, Ricky calls me all the time, and he's like, well, wait, it's because when I'm driving on the road, I just need someone to talk to.
Yeah, I get bored sometimes.
He goes, bro, and he'll call me and wants me to stay on the phone with him the whole car ride.
It's because sometimes I just run through my playlist and I'm like, it's on replay and I'm like, nah.
Let me call Eric.
Yeah. He goes, but dude, sometimes I have things to do. He's like, nah, but just call me back.
Dang.
So I thought that was funny, man, because I get it, man. I get it. You know, you have, like, that's the same bond I have with my older sister. You know, she... you just want to talk to him, man. You know, hear from him every day, or even with my dad. That's the person I talk to every day. And so even though y'all work together, you see each other a lot, you're brothers, obviously, it's like, hey, man, like, even if y'all don't see each other the whole day, it's, I got to call this guy real quick. Let me bug him real quick, man.
Yeah, especially whenever I go out of town, or when I was in that building in Oklahoma City. He's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I'm at the build.
I'm gonna stop calling you and see.
Damn, you're gonna miss it now.
That's what he said. That's what y'all started fighting about. He goes, okay, then wait, I'm gonna stop calling you, and I bet you miss it. And just kept going back. And truth be told, he hasn't stopped.
It's still going.
Nah.
Hey, I wanted to talk about, like, where are y'all from? Y'all went to school here in Amarillo?
Born and raised here.
Caprock, PD?
PD. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was born and raised in Amarillo.
Yeah.
I went to Will Rogers for a couple years in Emerson, Horseman, and then Palo Duro.
What about you, Ricky?
I went to Emerson, and then Johnny Allen, and then Horseman, and then PD.
Okay, I got you.
And I'm in WT right now.
And then, did you go to college?
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Oh, it's you, right?
Well, I went for a semester. It didn't work out as planned, but
why? Because you were partying?
No, I was working on a scholarship. Fortunately, I didn't get it, and it was expensive. So we paid off that semester, and then came back here at WT and got my bachelor's here.
What in what?
In animal science.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was aiming for a whole different direction. I'm looking at roofing. I don't want to look back. Unfortunately, it kept
You're back in it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it kept pulling me back.
Yeah.
And good thing it did, because now I'm here.
Yeah, you've been blessed for sure. Do you? What is your goals? Like your 5-year goal? Do y'all have any major goals like that? Or whenever you graduate, do you plan on doing what you're getting your degree in, or what's your plan?
I'm planning on staying in roofing.
Roofing? Then why are you going to college, bro? You're spending money.
I told you, my mom made me. I told her I ain't playing when I said that.
As you can see, Mama's boy right here.
Hey,
my mama made me.
you got to listen to Mama, man.
Yeah.
But at least you got your degree. You're going for something, because you just never know what the future holds. Opportunities can come like that, man.
Yeah.
I never saw myself here. Like I said, I was in banking. That's what I thought, and I was okay with it. But it was like, eventually I was like, man, I want to try something new, right? But you just never know. But that's cool. You still got your degree. You're still going.
Yeah, have it as backup. You know?
Yeah, you always want to have that, man. And because it shows whatever, if anything that comes up in the future, or wherever your life goes, it shows that you can apply yourself, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was my biggest thing for going to school. I made sure that I'm going to go, even though it's hard and there was times I wanted to give up. I'm going to go and I'm going to graduate college. I'm going to get my degree, because I want people to know that I'm going to apply myself and I can stick to something. So it's good to have that, man. Eric, you, it's been a few months now, but you started off sales, but now you're the consultant manager, right? So new role.
It's about a year.
About a year now, yeah. See, that's the thing, man. It's been a year, but it doesn't feel like it. Man.
Time flies.
No.
So it's, you made the transition, and now you're, looking over a team, right? Building a team, training them, teaching them, hey, here's what works for me. Here does it. How has that transition been?
Man, honestly, I like, whenever, even before Ricky, I would be like the lone wolf. Like, I would go out, knock by myself. I'd get signed jobs by myself, and then here comes this role as a consultant manager, where I had to look over people, help them out. Like at first, I was like, oh man, like I kind of don't like it, you know.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, like, is it worth it? Like I don't know, but now I had Ricky, I had a couple of my guys in my team.
He just had his mints. I made his job better. That's why he told me to go.
That's why he took it.
Yeah, you kind of look forward to like, hey, well, what do you got? What do you got on your plate that I could help you with? You know, like, or even if Ricky or Bracken or whoever, give me a call. Hey, man, can you help me with this? Or can you help me with this material order? What was it, like a week or so? I was helping with Tracy with her material order too, and it's nice, you know, like I kind of test them first, you know, like, hey, well, what do you know? Like, you know, because I don't want to just give you everything. For them.
Yeah.
And I like that, though. I like that approach. And I've seen it. I've witnessed it. And we've laughed about it plenty of times in the middle of the training.
Yeah. Like, and it's funny because, like, he's training people, right? And, like, he's so blunt. He's like, really? Really? And I just sit there and just watch her and laugh.
I'm like, I remember, man, I saw him training a few people, and it's like he's going over everything, and then, you know, you get some people that are like, I know. And then Eric will in front of people, he's like, okay, so then here's this. Fill that out for me. Just let me know when you're done. And they're just looking at the paper.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, so... And he goes, no, you said you know. Yeah. And like, dude, it's I could not help it, man. I just started laughing. I'm like, nah, don't laugh. They're going to quit.
No, it was when there was a guy that came in. He turned into kind of a know-it-all, you know. And, I mean, cool for him, whatever. But he was mad because we kept doing trainings. And I'm like, man, like, you never fully know everything. Mm-hmm. Even I asked questions to Pedro, whoever.
Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, well, I don't know why we should be doing so many trainings, this and that. I'm like, you know what, man? Do this work order for me. And if you get it right, I'm not going to call you up again for any other training. And like, cool. He got the work order, the scope, and he just looked at it. And he's like,
wrong. Yeah.
Like, yeah, there you go. That's why we do trainings.
Yeah. There's always something you can learn. What about, I was going to ask you, Ricky, what's your favorite part of working with Excel?
My favorite part,
move your microphone closer.
The paychecks at the end of the day.
Again, Hustlers Horizon. We stay honest. That's what we do here on Hustlers Horizon podcast. We keep it honest. Keep it real.
At the end of the day, we all do it for the same reason.
Besides the money, what else do you like?
I mean, I just like the environment. I just like coming to work. I mean, everybody's cool. I mean,
what keeps you motivated? Because like, it's a full commission position, right? But you're always at the office.
His brother.
And my dad.
And your dad tells you?
My dad.
What does he tell you? I wonder that.
I remember once, I don't know what happened. I woke up late that day.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't work. And it was like 10. And I don't remember why I woke up late. I always wake up literally at 7, even if I want to wake up later.
He's lying.
Hey. Yeah, whatever. And then my dad called me. I'm like, oh, shoot. When I saw my phone, it was my dad. And he's like, what are you doing at the house? I'm like, well, get it. What are you ain't gonna get no work like that. My dad.
Hey, that's a good. I mean, at the end of the day, that's some good support system because he's keeping you accountable. You know.
Oh, that's nothing compared to me.
No? No. What do you say to him?
No, like him to me.
Oh, him to you? Is
like
he mean?
Well, I mean, he's
not mean.
He's not mean, but
he expects a lot.
Yeah, he expects a lot out of us. Whenever I was in high school, I was like, hey, because all my buddies were working at a local supermarket. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go work with my buddies, and he's like, no, he's like, you go to school, get your grades, and then in the summer you go work with me. I'm like, cool. He's like, you'll make more money here than them at the supermarket. All right, sounds good. I went. Well, summer came. I'm like, hey, what time you want me up, or are you gonna wake me up? He's like, no, you're gonna wake up if you want to work. You wake your ass up and be ready at 7.
Yeah.
And I was there. So you know what I mean? Like, you just had to be there.
Okay, so you said your dad, man, pushes both of y'all, and you're like, the way he pushed you is nowhere compared to the way he pushes
He's
Ricky.
Crazy.
Right?
Don't listen to him.
He's mama's boy. Mom protects him a lot.
Well, but that plays a big role in being successful and being a hard worker, right? You grew up, you watched your dad do that, right? You watched your parents get up, take care of business. And like your dad said, and it's funny because I'm the same way. I would do the same thing. Like, so you're going to wake me up, right? No.
Yeah.
So,
but also what kind of motivates me a little bit more is, I mean, they got here with nothing, you know, like, and then you see how he's gotten, like, where he's gotten to, you know, and that kind of motivates me more to do more, you know.
Exactly.
So
that's awesome. Let's talk about that, man. I think that's an important thing to talk about because you have a similar story as well, right? And to come from that, right? But you, as a kid, and to remember those things, right? And to see, and we came from nothing, and I saw how hard they worked. And you saw that hard work, you can get places.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about that. You say, man, it makes you want to do more, and both of y'all. Now that you're in this position and you're seeing results and you're loving it, you're having fun with it, what is the plan? What do you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years even?
Man, I really haven't thought about that.
It's okay. That's fine.
You never know what time holds.
Yeah, everybody wants their great family, their house, their little ranch. I mean, I love the outdoors. That's why I couldn't sit in an office job from 8 to 5. You know. But
well, excuse me.
Yeah, but you know, like it's just outdoors is good. I like it, and I just kind of want to have a little ranch or something. You know, just kind of keep my mind off of work sometimes too.
Do you plan on staying in the roofing industry?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Forever?
I mean,
we gotta retire somehow.
Yeah.
Forever. What about you, Ricky? What's your plan?
Yeah, I plan to stay here for a while.
Sales,
Sales.
move up, things
Start
like
a
that.
company.
Take your brother's spot.
yeah.
Yeah, if you can, yeah.
You can have it. You can have it.
Start your own roofing company. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
yeah.
Ricky Roofing.
Yeah, it has a catch to it.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a good company. Everybody love to work here. It does have opportunities. Everybody wants. Like I said, I mean, I started sales and within 6 months, right? I was promoted to consultant manager. So
Yeah, and you see that like when he started, and he would keep showing up, you know, because he was still doing installing, right? He was sub for us, and he would keep asking me, "Hey, man, I want to do sales. I want to do sales." But to me, I didn't take him serious at first. I was like, "Man, he's just trying to double dip or whatever, you know." But he's like, "No, dude, like I want to sell for y'all." I was like, "All right, let's go." And then he started 6 months in. I was like, he was just knocking by himself all the time, grinding and stuff. I was like, he's gonna be good. So we gave him that shot, and look at him, he's killing it.
Yeah, he definitely is, man. And I see that approach that your dad had on you guys or has on you guys about getting up, going, and getting, just get up and get it. That you have that same approach with the guys when they come in with your team when you're training them. And
sometimes, I mean, you can't be too pushy, but I mean, sometimes they do need it. You know, like,
exactly, most
sometimes
definitely.
they're I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that. You know, like you're like, you know what, like where do you want to be? Like, do you see yourself like doing this? Yeah, but you're not gonna get nowhere like that. You know, like you have to get out there. You know,
you have to be real. I mean, you have to. I mean, and I've seen that approach that you had, and it's never came off as like, dang, what a jerk. But it's real. I mean, and a lot of them really respect that, and some of them it does scare them, and it's fine. This isn't for everybody, right? Sales is not for everybody. It's not, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I say that because I'm not in sales, right? I mean, I can, and I do every now and then, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
And the approach, you got to have that. If you really want to be here and you want to see results, because people get into it, they're like, I want to make a lot of money. You have that approach of, okay, well, you want to make a lot of money. How do you think you're going to get there? Show up. That's
Consistency.
it.
Yeah. And then a lot of guys, the newer guys, are like, oh, well, I'm gonna get all these referrals. Well, yeah, they see Pedro or me or Greg getting all these referrals, but it takes time to do all that. You know, like
You gotta build your pipeline. Yeah.
You have to knock.
It takes that one special person in the right industry to help you out with that. You know, like
Yeah,
You hear
absolutely.
that a lot. They're like, man, I'm gonna come in. I know this guy, this person. I know all these people. I got this. And then a month in, nothing. And it's a different animal when you're actually doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
I wanted to talk about like roofing. What's y'all's favorite type of roofs to like install and work with?
stone coated steel.
I didn't buy it because of money.
No, I mean, yeah, because of money, but also it's a lot better product. I mean, it takes more for you to do that roof. You know, like more years of experience, of course, everything, man. Like it's like a shingle roof, anybody could do it technically. I mean, you need experience, but
Yeah.
you know
What about you, Ricky? What's your type?
Stone coated steel.
Yeah.
and we know what his reason is.
Why, Ricky?
I know how to install it.
no, yeah.
Hey, you
but-
said you're a badass cutter, right?
Yeah, I do all the cuts when I would work with my dad. I would do all the valleys, And on the
Well, no wonder they're crooked. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding.
they're the best ever.
Yeah.
No, I like wood shakes, bro.
Yeah,
Because
I know you like wood shakes.
Let me guess, because of the money.
that. But because homeowners hate them, like they don't like them.
Yeah.
Like if you go knock that door, you already know they're gonna be friendly to you because you're gonna talk about their ugly roof that they're getting overcharged for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, knowing that they don't want that roof.
So talk about that if we can. I don't know what all we can talk about when it comes to that. Why? Because I want people to know this. Why do people hate wood shakes?
Well, they have high premiums. Mm-hmm. A lot of insurances don't want to insure that roof. So there's probably like two. I know Safeco and Allstate. I don't even know Allstate does it anymore, but nobody wants to insure them. And if they do, their premiums are high. They're saying because it's a fire hazard and all these things, and then they don't want to pay for them because they're so expensive.
No.
Yeah, when
a small house, you're looking like $60,000 roof. So they don't want to pay that out, right? That's why homeowners hate them. And then they put claims in by themselves, and insurance won't pay for them.
And I think I've heard you talk about the problem that they run into a lot of, especially with that. They sometimes may not approve that just because it's so old.
They say it's they want fresh hail damage, right?
Fresh hail damage.
So it has to have like a hit and then a crack, and then you got to see that fresh cut. Where
so it doesn't count that roof has been on there since 1800s?
No, they don't care. No.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No. It could be leaking. It could be everything.
The house
They
could
don't
be
want to
falling
pay.
off.
They don't want to pay for it. Like I haven't gotten lucky to where maybe once or twice to where they pay for it right up front, right?
Yeah.
We got lucky once.
Y'all did. Huh?
Yeah.
Usually you have to fight for it, and then we have a specific way we go about that to where we can get them paid. It's a longer process, but then they get paid.
Yeah.
And a lot of homeowners like doing it themselves, right? They put in a claim, they get denied, they stop. Mm-hmm. Right. The goal is to keep going and fighting for that roof.
Exactly.
Because if not, it will never get paid.
And so you saying that, and then I know you guys too, I want all of y'all to give your input on this. There has been sometimes, and I'm not bashing on other companies, I'm not going to do that. But I know that there is some times where a company will go and they inspect the roof, and let's say the insurance, and I only say this because we're currently going through this. Mm-hmm. A company comes, they don't approve it. All right, well, see you later.
Yeah, they don't want to fight for that.
What? Yeah. That's one of the things I would imagine that really sets us apart. And I just say that, right? Because I've witnessed it and I've seen it. How does that process go? What can a customer expect? And I'm just going to say, a customer, you're working with a customer, and the first time, because y'all have been through this, insurance denies it. What can the customer expect from you?
Man, like I said, just be their friend, because like there's people that just they come for the money, but most of the time you come as a friend. You know what? If they denied it, we're gonna supplement, obviously, and reschedule a next inspection, just to show that there is damage. Because I mean, like you said, you don't want to talk bad on anybody, but sometimes they just whatever. There's no storm. They just deny it flat out.
I want to add to that. A lot of times, insurance denies it up front because they're hoping the homeowner will be like, all right, we'll just leave it alone, right? Mm-hmm. If they decline 10 claims out of 15. Imagine how much money they're saving. Because homeowners just don't want to fight it. They don't want to take that time. Yeah. Well, what we have to offer is like, hey, we're going to stand by your side. We're going to fight them for you. That's why we signed that contract, to let us work for you. And we're experts at this. We know what we're doing. But most of the time, homeowners, they'll just let it go. And if whoever's winning, insurance is the only person winning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only company winning at that point.
Because and at the end of the day, insurance is a business. I mean, they're not there to lose money. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
what do you think, Ricky?
Yeah.
And I heard you saying something.
Go ahead, Ricky.
You said you point at Eric. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Say something.
I mean, sometimes. Okay, you get up there, you find the damage, and then you sign the contract with the homeowners. But sometimes, if you get denied, it's not always the homeowner's going to be on your side. Sometimes they actually kind of get mad at you.
They trust the insurance.
Yeah, they trust the insurance way more than they trust you. So.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Dang, so you just experience a lot of those things. But to end it all, and some customers, like you said, they're going to take their side, which is completely fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's what insurances say. Like Allstate, you're in good hands. State Farm, what's State Farm's?
Is it like a good neighbor? Is that one?
State Farm is
State Farm is theirs, yeah. But that's their slogans, you know what I'm saying? But they're the way they work is their business. They don't want to spend money.
Yeah.
Homeowners think that they have their back. They at the end of the day they don't. Their agent might right, but agents in the claims department, it's a whole different department. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
The agent only gets your insurance, takes care of you, gives you your policy. Cool. Claims, they pay for everything. It's a whole different. It's a whole different department.
They're thinking-
and a lot of homeowners don't know that.
They're just thinking premiums.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just give me all this money every month, and then whenever it comes time to you filing a claim, I'm going to tell you no.
Yeah, and then even when it does come to that, like whenever you file a claim, you're like, hey, I could file a claim for you. Like I'll do this for you. Like,
Can assist. We can assist.
Yeah, no, we could just tell my agent, he'll do it for me.
Yeah.
And
like
it's
they're-
cool, like, you know what I mean? It's cool that the agent does help him out, you know, but you never know, like.
If you talk to insurance agents, most of them, they're like, dude, we're cool with it. Like, it's less work for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any agent I know, they're like, dude, just
Well,
take care
because
of it.
this is what you do. This
Exactly.
is your industry. It's a professional opinion.
But we're not insurance agents or anything like
Yeah.
that. So we just assist through the process. We don't.
Yeah. But
Yeah, we
with the
assist.
insurance agents, they would rather you go out there because that's what you do. You can know the damages to look at. And it's like you said, it's a lot less work for them sometimes. But I just wanted to kind of ask that, what can a customer expect? Because I feel like that's something that sets us apart of what we do is really when you tell customers we're going to be there every step of the way. I mean, you guys literally are. It takes a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of headaches.
Yep.
But it's just, hey, we're going to get it done. We'll get you taken care of. Just
And
trust
also,
us.
we can do everything, not just your roof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of companies, they'll get that money for the roof, right? But what about their gutters, their windows,
Yeah.
their siding?
All that.
They're
yeah.
just leaving that homeowner to call all these other people to go do everything.
They don't think about that.
No, they don't think about it. It's a one-stop shop with us.
Yeah. And so yours is wood shake, stone coated steels. Why are those your favorite?
You want to say the money?
No, I
No,
mean,
I'm joking. I mean, a little bit like wood shakes. We do come into some considerations like the cosmetic exclusion. What insurance come up with that? I mean, yeah, we'll have cosmetic damage, of course. But whenever it starts hitting seams, whenever the roof is started leaking, whenever wind pulls up on and pops screws, you know, that's more structural. It gives us a little bit more fighting chance, you know. And most companies after that cosmetic exclusion, they're like, no, unless that roof is completely blown off, we're not gonna pay for it, you know. But I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit to get there, to get it bought. But once you're there, you're greatly rewarded, you know. So it's a good feeling. Like the one I worked on in Lubbock, it was really good because it didn't have that cosmetic exclusion.
Yeah.
And we did fight. They didn't want to pay for the correct drip edge. They didn't want to pay for the correct valleys, you know. And it is expensive, you know. So we fought for it. It was probably like 6 months maybe that we just kept fighting, and then until everything got paid out right, then boom.
What was the end result? Like, what was the claim worth?
It was close to 100,000.
100,000.
So
That's why they don't want to pay for it.
yeah, and then it started at like 60 something, like 70,000, and then we got it up to there. So it was a really good claim. We stay in contact. I remember I think it was Christmas. I sent her a Christmas card.
Ding.
Whenever it was a Valentine's Day, I gave her a little gift card for
And some flowers.
from that makeup store. What's it called?
Sephora.
Sephora, yeah. So she was really happy for that.
I'm sure.
But I mean, you gotta take care of your customers. They'll take care of you too. So and see, just because of that, I got her mom's roof. You know, so back to your referrals. You know, like hey, keep contact with your customers because most of the time, most roofers they'll do your roof and then they're out. You know, you're never gonna see them again.
Yeah.
You keep in contact and like you said, be a friend.
That's something he's good at. He'll send them like thank you cards. What you're doing like a mail. You're about to mail up.
Dude, they look awesome.
Postcards?
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, I just got the proofs today. We have to make have them make a few other adjustments, but they look really good.
Yeah, and nobody else is doing that. That's what I tell all the salespeople.
And see, that's what some of the guys have asked for that, and it's just like, and that's the thing with you. It's like when you ask me about something, I'm like, let's do it. Like, when do y'all want to make this happen? Let's approach them. You made it happen. Some people are like, I want to do it. I'm like, well, hey, I have this place that can do them. They're really nice, looks professional. Then I never hear from them, and it's like, so did you ever look into getting those done? I told you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's
And
like that's the fun part, man.
Yeah, I kind of did have that idea from last year. I talked to Pedro about it, but that's whenever storms hit. I got really busy, really busy.
Yeah.
And then coming back to now that we're on another year of storm season, like, man, like, I slept on it last year. Like, let me do it this year.
Yeah, you wanted to make that jump on it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to.
It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, this looks good. Well, I want to go ahead and wrap this up because we have a baseball game to go to.
Let's go.
So
I have a question.
Yeah.
Storm season is coming, right? What can your homeowner expect out of you whenever a storm comes through? For all the people here in Amarillo that are going to be watching, what do we have to offer for them?
Man, we have so much to offer for them, including a 24/7 service. Let's say you get a storm right now and they bust out your windows right now. We'll give us within an hour or so. We'll go out there, board up your windows, tarp up your roof, your skylight. I mean, it's just how we are, that we like to help people. You know, it's not. I mean, it is a business, but it's not always about the money, except for Ricky.
Hey,
we like to be there.
I'm usually one of the first ones up there when something happens. So.
Yeah, but we also, after we're done with everything, we have our lifetime workmanship warranty. Anything happens, I mean, we'll be there. It's not like we're gonna block you and
we leave them with a
part our ways.
certificate, right?
Yeah, we'll leave a certificate. We'll be best friends after that. So.
Yeah. What about you, Ricky? What can they expect from you?
He's going to point at Eric and say,
He basically covered. I was about to say it. I thought he forgot about the lifetime workmanship warranty, but then he got it.
He got it. Yeah.
I mean, we're always gonna be there for the customer, no matter what.
Exactly, bro.
Anything
That's a good thing. A lot of people don't know that. Your windows break, you don't have to be the one boarding up your windows. Like, insurance pays for all that.
Yeah.
We can help you. Call us at 2 a.m. If we can be there, if there's something we can do, we'll be there.
Yeah, call them at 2 a.m. Don't call me at 2
Call Derek at 2 a.m. The marketing guy.
The marketing guy.
Well, man, I'm excited. This was a fun one.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's always fun to bring. We've been talking about it, bringing some guys on from the team, and man, we had a lot of fun. And it was great that it was you guys, two brothers, making us laugh, dude. This was a fun one. It's man. So I want to end it with this, and I'm going to ask the same question I asked. Hopefully, you guys been thinking about it, especially you, Ricky. Don't point at your brother and say, yeah.
I'll let him answer this time.
Yeah, actually, Ricky, answer this one first.
Well, throw me a...
No, I'm going to throw you a curveball. I'm going to throw you a curveball.
Straight one.
So this is my favorite question to ask. So you guys have been around the business. You jumped into this business. It sells. It's scary. You took that leap, and you just trusted in each other. You're holding yourselves accountable and each other accountable. It's awesome to see. What is some advice you would give to maybe somebody who does want to get into a job that is commission based? It can be scary. It's like, man, but I can get what I put into this.
To this job, because we're hiring.
Okay, well, yeah. What? Let's bring on some people. XL Construction Group is hiring. So what would you tell somebody if they're like, why should I go work there? I'm a little scared. I want to do it. What would you tell them?
Just don't be stressed. The stress will eat you alive. Just don't be stressed. You could always fix anything. If something happens, you're always gonna be there to fix it, no matter what. Just don't be like you can worry about it, but not be like, oh my goodness, like what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you gotta relax for a little bit, because that ends bad if you just.
But it's worth it.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Don't stress.
Yeah.
What about you?
Don't stress.
Man, you did throw me a curveball, but no, I mean, everybody struggles at the beginning. Like Ricky said, at first you're stressed, bills come, they're waiting for you, and they don't wait for you. But I mean, just turn that into you going out there, you getting a contract, and we do have some programs to help you out. Once you get your first contract, we have contract bonuses to help you out.
Yeah.
So let's say you make $400 in your hourly job a week. You sign 2 contracts. That's already that. Like we have help. We have pre-coms. You know what I mean? But you just have to be out there, because there are people that are. They come, they're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get this done.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 weeks later, they're like, oh, man, like, it's not as easy as I thought, but you have to break it. You have to break the
Keep going.
system, and you just got to go all out. Because I remember before, I was that person who's like, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I came into this job, I'm like, man, like, you know what? I'm going to be different. Like, I'm going to go all in.
Yeah.
And it worked out for me.
And you have,
of course.
and we've seen it. We've all witnessed it, man. So congratulations on that. And thank you guys for coming on today. I want to ask you, we all work for XL. I think we should all answer this question.
Me?
Yeah. Why should, if someone came to you, they're like, man, I'm really thinking of getting into sales. I see you guys are hiring. Y'all look like y'all have a lot of fun, but I'm scared. It's not a guarantee. Like, what would you tell them?
Well, this is what I tell them. Because a lot of times they're like, well, I need guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if you guaranteed work, you're gonna get guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you treat it like a full-time job, you're gonna make money.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's people that come in, they come in a day or two, skip 2 days, and then just because this business, you make your own schedule, really, right? Because you're sales 1099.
Yeah.
So they take advantage of that. They don't only show up 2 times a day or whatever.
Yeah.
I tell them, if you knock doors every day, you're gonna get at least 2 contracts. That's $500 a week.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But people aren't doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So I tell them, they say, I need guaranteed money. I was like, well, if you work, you're gonna make that money.
Guarantee to show up, and you're gonna make some
Yeah,
money.
just put the time in, effort, and all that stuff, and you'll be successful. But a lot of people don't seem to want to do that nowadays.
Yeah.
That's the
most
hard part.
definitely. I get it.
But it can change your life. I mean, if you take it 100%, it could change your life. It really can.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen with plenty of people.
It's happened with you guys, and I've seen it happen with others. I've heard the stories. It's been awesome to be around it, and it's been life-changing for me as well. So, man, but this has been fun. Episode 15, Hustlers Horizon podcast. We have the Rivero Brothers, Eric and Ricky. Pretty
go.
Ricky, may we say. But anyways, guys, Hustlers Horizon podcast. Remember, you can catch this episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's going to be a good one to listen to. A lot of good insights. I'm Derek. This is
Pedro. We got.
And then Eric.
Pretty Ricky.
And remember, guys, it's Hustlers Horizon podcast. The podcast where we level up, we hustle up, we shift the mindset, build a better us, and build a better business. We'll see you guys next episode. Can't wait to see y'all then.
Let's go.